Give me your fucking money, man.
Hello, welcome to our RecapPlus channel with me, Matthew. Today we will watch a recap movie Harry Brown, released in 2009. This is a spoiler content video. So please turn on the subtitle and let's start the story. The movie opens with a gray-haired old man standing by the window, observing the chaos caused by a gang of hooligans wreaking havoc on cars below. Despite witnessing the brutality, he remains passive, bound by a promise made to his late wife to avoid trouble after leaving the military. This man is Harry Brown, a retired Royal Marine, who lives a quiet life in an apartment near the slums, visiting his semi-vegetative wife at the hospital every day. One evening, Harry receives a distressing call informing him of his wife's critical condition. Fearful of encountering the hooligans, he takes a different route to the hospital, missing the chance to see his wife one last time. The following day, he mourns her loss and seeks solace in the company of his friend Leonard, with whom he plays chess at the local pub. Concerns about the dangerous activities of the bar owner, Sid, arise during their conversation. Leonard, harassed by the hooligans, decides to take matters into his own hands, carrying a weapon for protection. Harry, alarmed by Leonard's actions, offers to accompany him to the police station, but Leonard insists he's already contacted the authorities. Tragedy strikes when Leonard's house is set on fire, prompting Harry to rush to his aid. Despite his efforts, Leonard succumbs to the smoke, leaving Harry grief-stricken and speechless. Detective Inspector Alice Frampton informs Harry of Leonard's death, but the culprits remain unidentified. Detective Frampton leads the investigation into Leonard's murder, but the suspects deny involvement and mock the police. Due to lack of evidence, they are released, leaving Harry feeling more isolated than ever. Disheartened, he returns to the bar alone, unaware of a lurking junkie eyeing his wallet. As Harry walks home along the river, he is confronted by a knife-wielding assailant under the bridge, demanding his money. Shocked by the sudden confrontation, Harry instinctively disarms the robber, turning the knife against him. The assailant collapses, lifeless, as Harry ensures no one witnessed the altercation before departing unnoticed. The following morning, Detective Frampton pays Harry another visit, updating him on Leonard's case and recognizing his military background through his decorations. She reveals that investigators found an antique army knife at the crime scene, covered in Leonard's fingerprints and fibers from his clothes. Harry acknowledges Leonard's use of the knife for self-defense, expressing frustration at the potential legal implications. Detective Frampton warns him of the manslaughter charges he could face and advises him to prepare for the trial, but Harry angrily dismisses her. Determined to seek justice, Harry retrieves a treasured trinket and a military knife from his wife's belongings, plotting his revenge. Tracking a drug addict to their residence late at night, Harry poses as a potential customer interested in purchasing a firearm to deal with nuisance pigeons. As he enters the unkempt interior, he discovers a woman drugged and assaulted, with footage of her assault playing on a television. Enraged, Harry arms himself and attacks the perpetrators before rescuing the woman and setting fire to the building. Transporting the woman to the hospital, Harry discreetly leaves a bundle of money with her before swiftly departing into the night. Subsequently, paramedics find the money, arousing suspicion, and prompting Detective Frampton and her colleague to investigate. Meanwhile, Harry makes a symbolic donation at the church before visiting the cemetery to pay his respects to his family, preparing to enact his vengeance. Observing the thugs from his window, Harry seizes an opportunity to eliminate a dealer, and then interrogates one of the thugs involved in Leonard's murder. The thug confesses Noel's role in Leonard's death, providing a video recording as evidence. Enraged by the brutality of Leonard's demise, Harry chains the thug and parades him through the streets in a display of retribution. Elsewhere, Noel and another thug find themselves in a dire situation during a shootout, resulting in the death of the chained thug at the hands of his panicked comrades. Meanwhile, Harry eliminates another thug, but Noel manages to evade capture. Harry, struggling to keep up with Noel, succumbs to exhaustion due to his emphysema and collapses to the ground. Before losing consciousness, he discards his gun into the river. Harry is later discovered and taken to the hospital, where Detective Frampton visits him. Despite his inability to speak due to breathing difficulties, Detective Frampton detects the scent of gunpowder on his jacket, arousing suspicion. She returns to the police station and voices her suspicions to the chief, who dismisses her concerns amidst the ongoing riots in the city and instructs her to drop the Leonard case. As the riots intensify, with crowds attacking the police and causing chaos in the streets, Harry regains consciousness in the hospital and decides to leave, determined to seek vengeance against Noel. Meanwhile, Detective Frampton learns of Harry's departure and anticipates his pursuit of Noel, prompting her and her partner, Highcock, to rush to the riot area. Amidst the chaos of the riot, Frampton and Hickok are caught in a serious vehicle collision, resulting in Hickok sustaining severe injuries. Harry arrives just in time to rescue the detectives before proceeding to Sid's bar. Inside the bar, Frampton notices the gun on Harry's belt, confirming her suspicions about his involvement in the recent killings. Realizing that Frampton is aware of his actions, Harry acknowledges the need to confront Noel and the others, whom he believes have turned killing into a sport. However, Frampton warns him of the danger posed by Sid, Noel's uncle, who would likely seek revenge if Harry were to harm Noel. Harry is taken aback when he confronts Sid and finds Noel hiding there. Sid denies Noel's involvement in Leonard's death, but Harry presents the phone with the incriminating video, claiming that the hooligans were responsible for Leonard's murder and filmed it on Noel's phone. Feeling dizzy, Harry relinquishes his gun to Sid, who suddenly turns hostile and strikes Harry in the stomach. Outside the bar, Frampton hears the commotion and calls for backup. Noel surprises her with an attack while Sid beats Harry in the outer room. Sid admonishes Noel for his involvement in filming the killing and plans to dispose of the detectives and Harry to make their deaths appear as casualties of the riot. Sid suffocates Hickok, while Noel attempts to do the same to Frampton. Fortunately, Harry regains consciousness, retrieves the gun hidden in his sock, and shoots Noel, who collapses and dies. Sid retaliates by shooting Harry in the shoulder and prepares to deliver a fatal shot to his head. Unfazed, Harry bravely challenges Sid to take the shot. However, at that moment, snipers take aim at Sid, killing him instantly with 2 red dots on his chest. It is revealed that the police have successfully dismantled the drug cartel and criminal elements in the city. During a press conference, rumors circulated that the former naval commander, Harry, is responsible for numerous vigilante killings in the area. However, the police chief denies these rumors and announces that Frampton and Hickok will be awarded medals for their bravery. Harry walks peacefully through a beautiful lawn, observing the repainted walkway that was once covered in graffiti. He quietly continues on to the now peaceful and safe sidewalk and underpass. To watch more video like this, click on the videos on your screen and don't forget to let me know how you feel about today's video in the comments down below. And at last I will say stay safe and stay healthy. See you next videos.